Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday morning, January 25th. We are looking at the SPY ETF's market profile here on Window Trader, and in the last hour or so, we've been all over the map. As about 7 o'clock this morning, we were trading just about at our pre-market high, and now we're trading all the way back down where we traded Friday between 4 and 8 p.m. We had a price probe on Friday, which even though we opened down here, said we won't know if it's accepted or rejected till A period this morning. Well, early on it looked like it might be accepted, but now we're trading right back down where the POC was. The POC, which was going to be an upside destination, right now is in limbo whether we're going to open above it or below it. M period had a huge range on Friday as it did what it likes to do, going out with a price probe and reversing back down. As far as the other indices go, Russell, remember, finished incredibly strong on Friday. Had an opportunity for an outside day up, just missed. It did go out with a trend day, went out with 2 sets of single prints and a price probe. Right now, with 75 minutes to go prior to the opening, still in doubt whether the price probe is accepted or not. They're inside the first set of single prints. This is where change took place for the Russell on Friday, above I period. So if you're a buyer in the Russell, you want to stay above I period. Any acceptance back into it and all that change that took place for the buyers goes out the window. They are firmly, right? They got top. Look what they did on Friday. They were in the middle of a 7-day balance. They didn't get to the bottom of it on Friday, but they certainly got close to the top of it. So now, balance rules will apply in the Russell. Did they come close to it in reverse on both sides? It remains to be seen. Now, triple Qs, once again, the composite, the Nasdaq composite, hit its all-time high Friday. The triple Qs did not. This will be the 4th time now that they're going to both hit on the same day after the derivative, the Qs, never got to it. It's been a great buying opportunity now. This will be 4 times, especially look at the way M sold off in the triple Qs. So the composite hit an all-time high on Friday. The triple Qs didn't, plus sold off pretty good. And now look at them. They're $3 higher from where they settled. Looks like they're coming out. Remember, they never stopped the one-time framing down. They were one-time framing up for 3 days. They had an inside day. So it's going to be a great opportunity. Well, look at that. Not only are they coming out of an inside day possibly to the upside, it's on a weekly gap to an all-time high. Very, very impressive right now. Now, for us, with 75 minutes to go, we've been all over the map. I wouldn't doubt if we open in balance, in value, somewhere around the POC, and M's range becomes a very, very big focal point, at least early on in the day. Remember, we are in a 3-day balance. Here you go. Wednesday was the bottom of the balance. Thursday's all-time high was the top of it. So now we're going to have to play balance rules both for the 3 days and basically inside this morning's, which means you're going to need a lot of patience. Destinations for this morning. So right now I'm going to use the POC as an upside, 383.28 from Friday. If we open above it, it becomes a downside destination. Then above that we have 384.08, which was Friday's high. Our pre-market high, 384.50, 384.95, which is the weekly high and all-time high, and 385.30, which is our pre-market all-time high from January 21st. For the downside, first destination right now is our overnight low of 382.50. Well, 383.91 is the price probe. That's L's high. So unless we get back above it in the next 75 minutes, it will be rejected. Then we have 382.50, which is the overnight low from Friday. 381.84, Friday's low, and then 381.83. Remember, those single prints held from the 20th. 381.83 single prints get filled at 60 cents. Lowest accepted price, B's low of 381.34, and then 380.69 daily low, and then filling the gap at 379.23. 146-point gap from January 20th. So, game plan for this morning. Well, plain and simple, unless something changes over the next 75 minutes. Imbalance, in value, in the middle of a 3-day balance, is the worst risk reward you could possibly take. So it is absolutely Patience is needed. Look, we have a pretty wide pop from Friday, from 4 to 8. So if it was to push down here, you want to take a call play, basically against the overnight low to see if they front run it. You could do that. If you get below it, I'm out because they'll probably test Friday's low. Basically, now obviously the overnight high is above Friday's high. So we'll see if we ever get to that point. But really, it's patience. There's no harm letting a period form, see what transpires before we get some sort of directional move. Don't forget, we have the Fed Wednesday. So it'll be interesting to see how big a move the market decides to make prior to the Fed announcement and, more importantly, their press conference at 2:30. A lot of huge earnings this week in tech as the week goes on. Not today, but as the week goes on. But right now, prior to those earnings, they're exploding to the high out of an inside day. Now, would I be a buyer in QQQ up here? Absolutely not. Too big a gap. Way too big a gap. They have to search for something. Right now, for me, that's the 330 level. These algos have to search for something, so maybe they look for the 330 level. If it pulls back, where it's a reasonable risk reward against Friday's high, you can take the call play against the gap and the inside day up. Otherwise, I would wait for more market-generated information. On the charts, I'm just going to show you quickly the SPY, show you the weekly, and the daily. So we came out of an inside week to the upside. It held. We're one-time framing up. Well, really, you can call it balance up. I'm calling it up since we came out of an inside week to the upside. If you take out last week's high, we'll certainly be one-time framing up for 2 weeks. And then on the daily, plain and simple, 3-day balance. If we're able to take out Friday's high, we should go and attempt the all-time high. If we take out Friday's low, well then Wednesday's low and the gap becomes a magnet for any type of selling. Good luck trading today. Have a great day, and we'll recap at 4 p.m.